energy. Hello, Internet Cyber World. It is the 4th episode of Fox City Sports. You know, we're here in the new location at the Love Palace on Clement Street. I am the mediator once again, Johnny Boom Boom in the building. We got the thread killer, Jerry Lorena, Paul, King of Swing Cruise, and the production manager himself, Augustine Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Sound effects. We got we're balling in here. So we're gonna talk about sports like we do always. Nothing changes, just the topics. So we're gonna talk about basketball because that's the first thing on my list. So we talked about this already earlier, but we're recording it again for a second time because Taco Bell came or Jack in the Box came and we tore up some munchie boxes and shit. So we're doing this again, but the first topic was the FIBA World Cup basketball thing. We know it stands for Federation International Basketball Association, and it's the only thing going on in basketball right now. So of course we're going to talk about it. The question was, do either of you guys care about it? Are you guys watching it? Do you think it's stupid? Do you think that it is important for the players to put on the red, white, and blue and represent their country? Or do you think that they should just not do it at all and save themselves for the regular season? Paul, what do you think?
Honestly, I can really care less about the FIBA sport, FIBA basketball. It's irrelevant to the United States, in my opinion. I mean, it's so easy. It's so damn easy for the United States to just destroy all of these inferior countries.
Inferior.
They're inferior.
Right. Okay. Well, not all of them, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Yeah. It is definitely our tournament to win.
Every time.
Right. So you don't think that it's important to the players that they represent their country? Because, I mean, for all the other countries, I mean, they're taking this shit super seriously. I think it's like a major big deal for the other countries, not so much for us.
To the players, it's really just a showcase.
Yeah.
It's a showcase of their talent.
Exactly.
But these countries, they have something to prove. Something to prove against the United States. They are competitive.
Yep.
But, I mean, it shows. But the United States are blowing out teams by 30 points easily. And this isn't even their top squad or their second squad.
Right.
This is like their third best squad that they can establish.
So would you rather them not do it at all and just have...
It should just be college players.
Yeah, I agree. That would make it a lot more interesting if they made it college players.
But then again, I mean, a college team, you have an all-star college team.
Right.
That team can still compete and beat these other countries, these nations. I mean, maybe Spain is the only team that can possibly beat us, but come on, there's just absolutely no way that other teams can beat the United States, regardless whether or not it's pros or college or collegiate athletes.
I do think that because it's every 4 years, rotating every 2 years with the Olympics, that it is, it's all right to do. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say that I wish it wasn't around. I do think that, because the other countries take it so seriously, we should at least do the same. And I think I think it does. I think a lot of these players do sort of feel a sense of pride playing for their country. I know LeBron has said it a bunch of times, but I think it is a lot more important than we think, even though as fans we want them to just stay healthy so that they would be ready to go for the regular season. But we're not the ones putting on the jerseys, and I think that it's a lot more important to them than it is to us.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. What do you think, Jay? Do you care?
I think it's a given that the United States is favored. Mm-hmm. It's a given. Even my four-year-old nephew can bet on the Dream Team with a minus 30 spread. Mm-hmm. But we got to think outside the United States. This is an international game. This is a game we're trying to develop, possibly develop, that has a chance to take over soccer.
Right.
Not any time or the next decade, but it has a chance more than all of the sports. Yeah. Baseball, football. Football's not even close. When you look what the Dream Team did in 1992 and where the Dream Team took it to the international game.
Absolutely.
All these players were inspired. Dirk Nowitzki talks about it, how he saw that Dream Team, how it pushed him towards basketball. Of course, his height. He couldn't play other sports just because he was 7 feet tall. But as the years goes on, the gap gets closer and closer. So, I'm not going to speak from an American standpoint, but if I lived in another country, I could see the benefit of why this is important.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be an arrogant American. We're better than this, better than that, yada, yada, yada. You got to think what the other countries feel.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the whole tournament is obviously, it's coming down to two countries. That's no surprise. It's between, obviously, us and Spain.
Right.
And we're on a collision course to play them in the knockout round. Do you think we can beat them? Do you think it's going to be a lot more competitive than people think?
Go ahead, Jerry. Go first.
It's going to be competitive,
Yeah.
of course. I mean, when you have big men in there who can protect the paint, and you can actually play a zone defense, I mean, there's a chance. We have Ricky Rubio, you have Calderon, you have Rudy Fernandez.
All solid NBA players.
These were all NBA. You have Carlos Navarro. These are all NBA players. Marcus Gasol, Serge Ibaka, Pau Gasol.
Yeah,
All it is about that.
studs.
If Spain can hit their outside shots, they have a chance.
Yeah.
My opinion is, I think, in all honesty, we all have to agree on this unanimously, is that this is Spain's last chance. Yeah, Pau Gasol is 33 years old. Marcus Gasol is 30 years old. Sergio Rodriguez in his 30s. Rudy Fernandez in late 20s or early 30s. Only Rubio.
Yeah.
They're not replenishing their talent. Let's just be honest right now.
Right.
The United States, they're continuously replenishing talent.
Right. So
I
that could make them more dangerous. That this could be their last.
I think athletically, Marc Gasol and Pau Gasol are not the same players they once were.
Right.
I mean, you have Anthony Davis who's blossoming, Kenneth Faried, even Mason Plumlee, or was it Mason or Miles Plumlee's in his team, even DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
I think the United States, maybe Spain can beat us in one game. 7-game series, there's no chance.
Yeah, but isn't it just a one game?
It's a one game. Yeah, it's a one game.
That's what I'm thinking. That it might be a lot more competitive than people think it's going to be.
But it goes back to what Jerry says. If they make their outside shots, then yeah. But if they're not making their outside shots, I don't see a close game at all.
If we lose and we get eliminated by Spain, do you think it's considered embarrassment? Or
No.
we don't even. It's like whatever.
Here's the United
Play for the regular season.
United States. What they're going to say at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you beat our C squad.
We have some all-stars on that team.
You threw your A squad against
Stephen Curry's on that team, and there's some studs.
I honestly think it's an embarrassment.
Yeah, I think it's an embarrassment.
I don't see it.
If we lose Spain and get eliminated, that is an embarrassment.
But honestly, it's an embarrassment, but I don't even care.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly.
It's kinda funny.
Yeah. No, true. I think it's an embarrassment. I couldn't care less, but I do think that it is. I do think. I mean, this is basketball. It's our sport. Like we need to own it. But I mean, if we don't take the game seriously, and we know Spain is we could lose the game.
Yeah.
I don't think we will. But I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
It's a big possibility, especially we lost to Lithuania.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly. Because I wouldn't go as far because I'm telling you that Spain team is. They're ready to. They're going to try to play it up. They're going to play that shit like it's a Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Like,
but it's just really
it's a lot
so
of pride
easy.
with them.
Once the U.S. team, they turn it up defensively, where the guards want to play defense and put pressure the full court.
Yeah.
Every single inch.
Yeah.
It's just hard for those guards to just move. Just because athletically, American players are just so much physically gifted.
What's up with the key in international? I don't like the key. It's
it's kind
triangle.
of like
I
my
never liked
waistline.
that. I never. Okay. I never understood that. But
I don't think it's an embarrassment because I think, in a way, the United States, just as fans, or even the populace would see, or the masses would see that, okay, it's FIBA. It's a World Cup.
yeah.
A big deal. Olympics, that's when
I still think we lost. The media would tear the players apart.
Like just when it happened, when we lost,
there
was just big.
But that was the Olympics. That was the Olympics.
Even if it was in the Olympics, even it was they even lost in the FIBA games too, as well. And all this crap came about bringing the superstars. That's when the superstars came back in the Olympics. That's where it became a big deal. Where I could care less.
Mm-hmm.
I could honestly care less. It's honestly the media who's making a big deal about it. Even if they had all these complaints, I honestly know that true fans, we don't care.
No, you're right.
At all.
No, we're right. We
It's
don't.
more of a moral victory, right? That's what it really is.
Yeah.
Moral victory.
It's more like we should.
Exactly, we should.
It started in North America. We need to finish it in North America.
Okay, exactly.
We're James Naismith.
Absolutely. We should win it. I do think it would be an embarrassment, but We'll see what happens. I will be tuning in to watch the game versus Spain, though. I'll tell you that.
It's on your birthday.
Is it?
On the 14th, man.
Oh, well,
I'm definitely not watching.
I'll be at Levi Stadium getting turned up with my mama. Next topic. Jerry, you should talk about this one. Do you agree with the Bob Myers, is that his name, extension to 2018?
Yeah.
The Warriors general manager?
I totally agree with the Bob Myers signing, but just with this Kevin Love fiasco, with the Klay Thompson, it seemed like he had no power at all. It seemed like the power was in Jerry West and Steve Kerr.
I do think that they're the ones pulling the strings.
Yeah, I'm not going to say my input if they should have pulled that trade,
Right.
but I really feel like the GM should have more than half of the power.
Right.
And it seems like it just feels like it's coach, Jerry West, and owner.
Do you think he's done enough to deserve the extension?
He's done way more than enough to get this extension. Just because his relationships as an agent, he has so many connections where he can just go directly to the athlete to pull deals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was an agent for Darrell Wright.
Right.
He was an agent for... Somebody help me out. He was an agent for Brandon Rush. That's a reason why he came back.
Okay.
Even after trading him.
I didn't know he was an agent.
Yeah, he was an agent, and he's just a good people person. If you hear how he talks in KNBR, he's just such a great communicator.
I think he's definitely done a good enough job there to deserve an extension. I mean, the Warriors are a perennial playoff contender now.
Yeah, but it's just who really is pulling the strings.
Right, exactly.
Is it Jerry West, Steve Kerr? Of course, coach has a say. How much power does Jerry West have?
I would assume that I think he has a lot.
I think Jerry West is really the
puppet master?
He's the puppet master. I mean, or Lacob. Lacob's really the guy who's pulling the strings. Proposing it to Jerry West, and then Jerry West is proposing it to Bob Myers. I mean, at the end of the day, Bob Myers has done an excellent job. But it goes back to to the team that I followed a number of years. With Mitch Kupchak and Jerry West. Mm-hmm. Jerry West is really pulling the strings. Mitch Kupchak was the so-called assistant or GM, but he really wasn't the GM. And it goes back, and yeah, definitely. Is it Bob Myers who's responsible for this? We may never know. But in all honesty, we would probably have to believe it's Jerry West, right?
Right.
So
definitely, but Bob Myers, he's doing a lot better than Chris Mullin. He's doing a lot better than Dave
I'm not mad at it. I think he's done well. You know what I mean? I mean, we're still a work in progress. So I think that
it's the worst. Oh, it's just that one missing piece.
Yeah.
What type of? I mean, what's that piece that they need to jump over to the next step? I mean, Kevin Love was that piece.
I do think they should have pulled the trigger on the Kevin Love trade.
You trade Klay Thompson.
I would have traded Klay Thompson. I've never been a fan of Klay Thompson, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's the move that they should have made.
They should have made it. They should have made the move, but I don't know.
You go for it. You got to go for it.
The fact that it didn't happen, it's like, okay, whatever. Maybe that'll give Klay an edge. I mean, he has one more year in his contract, and he wants to be a free agent next year.
Yeah, it's a restricted free agent next year.
Because he wanted to go to Minnesota. He knew that he would be the face of that team if he went to Minnesota, and that after next season he would get a bigger contract. Because he would have got a bigger contract in Minnesota than he would want to get in Golden State.
He's going to get $80 million no matter what. He's a max contract player.
$80 million over what?
5 years. He's getting 5 years, $80 million.
I don't know. He kind of looks like that guy on TV.
In Jersey?
Oh, he kind of looks like Drake. Yeah, but it is what it is. I mean, Klay is around. He's not. He doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
Thank God for restricted rights. Thank God for Gordon Hayward's contract.
Oh.
I'm being sarcastic here.
Okay, I don't know. Okay,
4 years, $64 million or something like that. 5 years, $64 million is a ridiculous contract.
If Gordon Hayward makes $64 million, Clay's
getting
definitely going to get 80 something
easily.
Is that what Gordon Hayward got? Is $64 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Clay's definitely more important than that.
The market, the rose.
Clay is going to demand a pretty high contract, though.
You get the max contract.
Do you think he'll flirt and try to go somewhere else?
Nope. You got restricted rights. When you got restricted rights, whatever team offers, the Warriors can match in 5 days or 3 days, whatever.
3 days.
Do you think that the Warriors value enough to match it?
They will match it no matter what.
Because he's an asset. When you have assets, you got to collect it. That's why I really question the decision of Larry Bird with Deshaun Stevenson of not matching that.
And it's going to go back to in Phoenix. Are they going to do a qualifying offer for Bledsoe where he signs a contract this year? And
Where does Stevenson end up?
He went to Charlotte.
Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets, they're
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
They're back. I'm going to bust out my Larry
I
Johnson.
totally
jersey.
question the Kings. What the hell are they doing? Isaiah Thomas had a very affordable contract, and they didn't even match that. Are you kidding me?
It's Ben McLemore time.
Oh my gosh. Nick Stauskas
Oh gosh.
and DeMarcus Cousins under Krzyzewski under the wing of Tutu Wisdom
Don't forget,
Krzyzewski.
Rudy Gay.
Is Coach K the coach?
of the U.S. team.
Oh,
I'm just
damn.
saying that-
I thought you were talking about the King.
I'm just saying DeMarcus is kind of like growing up under Krzyzewski.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
hey,
totally
he's still a young. He's still a brat.
Still remind me some of the kids I roll with.
Don't Don't forget about Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay is the X Factor, making $19 million this year.
He is, but when Hollinger, the GM, who was an ESPN analyst, who started the PER ratings, when he had Rudy Gay in the lineup infused, he saw that Rudy Gay's PR rating was more of a nuisance than a help to the team.
See that PER crap, man? We got Doolittle right now in the NBA. He said Kobe Bryant, statistically, is not one of the top 10 greatest shooting guards of all time. He puts Dwayne Wade as number 1, Michael Jordan number 2. How the heck is that possible?
That guy's tripping.
The John Hollinger is just like Keith Law in baseball.
It's all honestly, it's how I preach about Kobe. I always talked about how his game is just so much cleaner.
How is Dwayne Wade a better player than Kobe Bryant?
It's not how he plays; it's how efficient he is. And the shots that Kobe Bryant takes,
absolutely.
and Dwayne Wade, of course, he's not forcing the issue. But when he forces the issue, it's more of a high percentage shot.
Top 10 of all time. James Harden is in the top 10 of all time right now.
But he's just going based on efficiency.
The thing is, a lot of these sabermetrics guys, all these mathematician guys, they don't play the game. You put them in the court, they wouldn't know what the heck they're doing at all. John Hollinger is a bum. If he's so smart in basketball or just in mathematics, the Grizzlies should have the highest PER. Where are they? They're not the highest PER. They're not even a championship contender right now.
Yeah, that Ed Davis trade. Ed Davis had one of the highest PR ratings in the Toronto Raptors, and he didn't even have a chance to play. But again, it's also the coach, and this is the reason why Hollins got fired, because he didn't want to play the PER players. But we're really talking about something beyond.
No. This is what it's about.
This is like nerdy basketball.
It's cool. This is. I don't even know who Hollinger is.
We talk nerdy stuff. This is as nerdy as it gets.
You guys know
this is like basketball matrix numbers.
Tomorrow, USC versus Stanford.
This is
number
bad.
13 versus number 14.
Oh man, I'm ready for college football tomorrow. That's what I'm ready for.
Switch it up. We ain't talking about this.
Okay, so I got a really good basketball topic.
Oh shit! More basketball. All right.
One more basketball topic. This is the topic of sports betting. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in 2012, David Stern joined this coalition with Major League Baseball, the NBA, and the NFL to ban sports betting in New Jersey, because New Jersey wanted to allow sports betting to go on legally in casinos, like in Vegas. But David Stern and a whole bunch of other people were like, fuck that. They were completely against it. So that's been the NBA's position for the past couple of years. David Stern is not around anymore. Now it's Adam Silver. Adam Silver is for legalizing sports betting, and he was in New York speaking about this topic earlier this week, and he said that basically that it's inevitable that certain states that are struggling in the economy are going to legalize sports betting because they need the money, basically.
Right.
And so he feels that the NBA should get involved because he looks at it as a business standpoint, that he looks at it like if you're an average sports fan and you make a sports bet, you're going to want to watch that game,
right?
Because your money is on the line.
Definitely.
And that is going to make the NBA bigger and bring in more money. So
gotcha.
That's how Adam Silver looks at it as a business standpoint. He just thinks that, there's money out there to be made, might as well capitalize on it.
Right.
Do you agree with what he's saying, or do you agree with David Stern and against sports betting?
Paul, you want to hit that? I'll hit it. You don't want to hit it?
Go ahead, start it off, Jay.
Okay, so I support Sterling.
Right.
I support him just because when you compare football to the basketball, NFL ticket is something that I would never think about.
Mm-hmm.
But, a lot of our friends, fantasy football, we follow games and teams.
Right, absolutely.
We do not care about
Exactly. I was just about to bring that up.
So that's one way.
Right.
The gambling aspect of it, when you legalize gambling, you don't have thugs, you don't have mafias
Organizing
ruling
it, controlling it.
the betting line.
Absolutely, I agree.
When it comes to football, the betting line is just one strict betting line.
Right.
And when you have no order on who's making the betting line,
Yeah.
your sport can get corrupt. This is where referees come in play.
Yep.
Where
Donahue.
anybody can approach a referee.
Right.
A straight up thug can approach a referee and say,
strong arm him.
yeah, strong arm and say blah 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 this that. But this is a better way for Sterling to police the NBA,
Yep, that's
police
true.
the referees, just to make sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think that
This is
Like-
Sterling.
Donald
Silver.
Donald.
You keep saying Sterling.
I thought Donald
Donald.
Sterling was.
No, yeah, Sterling is a
Donald.
goddamn British.
Adam Silver.
Sam Silver. What do you think, Paul? Do you agree with it? Do you agree with it? That
I'm
you think
sorry,
that
folks.
sports betting is going to
I'm
go
not
happy? Might as well
racist.
capitalize and make the NBA bigger.
Absolutely. I think Adam Silver is just going to continue what his predecessor did, which David Stern made it.
Stern was against it.
No. But Stern himself was a businessman. He
Right.
globalized the NBA.
Absolutely.
And
This
he
is what he's
expanded
thinking about
it.
making, looking at the bigger picture.
And Silver, a guy who went to University of Chicago,
Right.
and went to Duke
He
University,
did? Wow.
an intelligent individual.
Mhm.
He's going to look at it. He's looking at a bigger picture.
Yeah.
He's looking at a bigger picture, and he's going to obviously what he's doing right now. He's
Right.
promoting the product.
Right. Exactly.
It's
Promoting the
It's
product.
the product. The product, right? The product's what sells,
Yeah.
and that's what he's going to continue.
This is the
to
number
do.
that I feel is the most staggering that I read today. It said that in Las Vegas last year, there was $3.8 billion was put into sports betting in Vegas legally. What do you think the number is that went into sports betting illegally in the U.S.? Take a guess. What do you think it was?
4.5 billion.
You're tripping. Over the entire U.S., illegal sports betting, what do you think it made?
10 billion.
Oh my god, you guys are way off. You guys think triple digits in the billions, way up there. I'll tell you, $280 billion was made.
Wasn't that close?
No, hell
no, it
no.
wasn't close.
No, $280 billion was made.
at 10 billion.
Yeah,
I thought I said
but
trillion.
it's crazy though. $280 billion was done with illegal sports betting, and that's what Adam Silver sees. It's this is going to go on whether the NBA supports it or not.
Yeah, inevitable.
So you might as well capitalize on it. You might as well make the money, make the NBA bigger, because that's $280 billion that is going tax free. That is
Right.
going. We got a homeboy.
Going to my mom's
We got a homeboy in the back room that is a part of that. I wish he was here because he probably would have weighed in on it pretty well. Harry is a big time sports bettor.
Yeah. That's how he got those new khakis.
Did he?
For sure.
But I think it was a pretty interesting topic because, sports betting is so big that it was kind of shocking to see a commissioner,
Hell yeah, he did.
you know what I mean, be like, hell yeah, I'm all for it. Because I can't imagine, tight-ass Goodell
Shoot, sorry.
being about that. But I think that was a pretty good topic. I think that's a pretty interesting read today. What do you guys think of the Kevin Durant contract? Too high or too low?
Perfect.
Perfect? So Under Armour, so we'll give you $280 million. And Nike was like, fuck that. They said, we'll give you $350 million. And that's what he got.
It really just shows.
Under Armour played Big Bang, Little Bang with Nike and got squashed.
Okay.
Under Armour can't compete with Nike.
Oh, Nike, exactly.
Nike is a
It took Nike a day to counter offer that and basically just eliminate Under Armour from the discussion completely. $350 million contract with Nike
Over how many years?
I think I was for the rest of it life,
10 years,
basically.
10 years. 10
So
years.
Nike now has LeBron and Durant for the rest of their
They have
careers.
LeBron.
They're worth $1
Kobe
billion
Bryant.
just the two of them alone.
But I think it shows
Too high?
no, it's perfect. Because
I think it is the right. I think so too.
I mean, in a way, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, inflation is going to kick in. This right now, it's a value. It's a value for Nike. I mean, Kevin Durant really is the forefront of the NBA. He is the next super.
I mean, he's a free agent. What after next year?
2016.
Right. So he's gonna get a fat contract.
It's either he's going to a big market. Let's be honest.
I said from the jump that he's going to go to Houston. He's gonna reunite with Harden. I think he's going to Houston. I've said it for the past year. I think he's going to Houston. I can't imagine that he wants to stay in tiny little Oklahoma City.
I think he goes to Houston if he doesn't want to play defense. I mean,
James Harden who doesn't want to play defense? Durant just wants to shoot the ball out of the building.
And that's the same thing James Harden wants to do.
Yeah.
And you have the white.
I think Durant was more closer to Harden than he was with Westbrook. He's Westbrook.
I think they're all crazy, selfish players. 3 score-first players, and I just can't imagine 3 me players ever played together.
So you don't. What do you see? You think Durant stays in Oklahoma?
Durant's definitely going to Washington Wizards.
Really?
His hometown.
He's going to New York.
He wants to go back to DC. He does have the Washington Nationals W tattooed on him.
He used to go to Sparks games. Is Sparks the team that Washington...
Wizards? Who's on the Wizards?
The Lakers?
Washington what?
Who's on the Wizards, though? Why would Durant go to the Wizards?
Mystics.
Because of Jordan?
He was a season ticket holder.
He's from Washington.
Right, no, because of Washington. But what I mean, like, as a basketball fan, why would Durant go to Washington?
It's his hometown. Just like
Besides that, though.
It's the big reason. There was many...
They're like a tiny little market.
There was big reasons why LeBron started a trend.
No, I don't see him going to Washington just because it's his hometown. What, like LeBron?
You could see the files.
The assistant coach?
ESPN has been on this shit forever.
Who does
Durant has openly spoken about...
So you don't think he cares about winning a championship?
John Wall is there.
Okay, I forgot about John
They
Wall.
could definitely win. Otto Porter? Why am I mentioning Otto Porter?
Georgetown.
Shout out to Otto Porter.
The All-American from Georgetown who played 4 minutes a game this year.
Paul Pierce is there.
Paul Pierce? They're honestly a contender.
Is Paul Pierce in Washington?
Yep,
he is. The Wizards are there.
They're not a contender,
They
though.
got
They are a
Garcia.
contender.
I think they need to bring back Hibachi.
They're a top 5 seed.
They're a mid-level Eastern conference.
Bring back Hibachi.
Hey, everybody else? I mean, everyone out there, that's Yonder's voice
Yeah.
on the 5s and 6.
I can't see him going back to. Yeah, I mean, this is the end of the basketball talk. This was the last topic of basketball. We're switching over to baseball now. This is just an easy one. We're talking about the goddamn Giants, obviously. Paul, this question is to you. When do baseball players, as a team, when do you think that they should start looking at the wild card? Because the Giants are up 1 game in the wild card, but we're down 2 to the Dodgers. What do you think the Giants should look at? The wild card? When do you think teams should start paying attention to the wild card?
I think given the Giants' pitching staff, I mean, we're not suited for the wild card.
No.
Madison.
So we think we need to focus on the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think you focus on the Dodgers. You have 6 games left against the Dodgers, 2 games back.
Right.
The Dodgers are throwing out in this series next weekend. They're throwing Ryu, Greinke, and Kershaw.
Ouch.
And we're gonna have to throw Mad Bum, Peavy, and Hudson to compete with that. We can't throw Petit and Vogelsong. That's not gonna meet it. But the Giants, in order for them to even advance, they cannot be a wild card team. They have to win the division. They don't have the pitching to win a wild card game. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, I think that. I mean, it's easy for me to say that you shouldn't look at any of. You shouldn't look at either one. I think the Giants need to just not worry about the scoreboard and just play and just win and just that's all they can do is win games. And whatever happens, because obviously you have no control over the Dodgers or the Cardinals or who else are we tied with in the wild card? The Cardinals and
the Giants are right now in the wild card. We have 3 games up against the Brewers, which is the second wild card team. And
the Brewers are falling off.
We're up 4 games against the Braves. Mm-hmm. The Giants, it's inevitable. The Giants are going to go to the playoffs either way, wild card or division.
You think the Giants are going to the playoffs?
In my opinion, it's 100%.
Yeah. 100%. Okay. What, we're winning the NLS?
They're not. I don't know if they're going to win NOS, given that 6 games in the Dodgers, and they're going to be facing the Dodgers' big 3.
Yeah. How many more times have we played the Dodgers?
6 more times. We got 3.
Oh God!
3
anything can happen. Anything can happen.
And then 3 in LA.
Salman Torres.
So, yep. Yeah. Right.
But the way the Giants are playing, I mean, you got the killer P's. You got Pagan, who's playing well. You got Panic.
Threw me off guard.
Buster Posey, who's an MVP candidate again. You have Pablo, you have Hunter Pence.
Killer Peas.
Your top 5 guys, right?
Yeah, and our
Morris-
young guys are just resurrecting the team. I think they're just
exactly.
giving us new life.
You put Posey in the first base and you keep Susak behind the plate.
Right. Okay.
Susak's your catcher. And you have Blanco is hitting like a machine right
Blanco is turning it up. I think a big thing is Russell Morris. I don't even know what the status of his injury is. I mean, he's going to miss the series. He's supposed to come back next week?
He's coming back on Tuesday or Monday.
Right.
But the bullpen's
I mean,
now.
he's even on fire right now.
Yeah, the team is
Everything, like all our hitters are. We click clacking like some mugs.
It's reminiscent of 2012, 2010. This is when
Right,
the
but our
Giants
pitching,
made
I
a
still,
move.
I don't know. I think Bum and PV, Hudson needs to get his shit together.
Hudson's been pitching well. I mean, his whip is still
Getting put in the
1.114.
bullpen though. That is crazy. He got a save tonight.
Well, Lincecum has to be a bullpenner. You can't put him in the starting rotation.
Do you think he has a
anymore.
future with us?
He's the 5th starter at best now,
Yeah.
given his stuff. There was 88 miles an hour. That ain't getting anywhere without control.
So just let him smoke. But yeah, I know what you mean.
He's a
good bullpen guy though. He knows his role, but that's the thing. He's mature enough to know his role.
What is it, the Golden Gate Bridge again?
I can't take this shit seriously with Jerry and Oggs whipping their dicks out and dancing and shit. It's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, go back to your question. Are the Giants, they're going to make the playoffs.
Just dancing.
Yeah,
I'm fairly confident. Now, whether or not they win the division, that's a different story.
yeah. I think that they are getting hot right at the right time.
2012, 2017.
I mean, they're getting hot right now. I mean, this is when baseball is at its best. It's September. Honestly, I don't even think football even matters until baseball ends. But I mean, this is when baseball is the most fun. Like right in September. I wish this podcast was video. You can see Jerry doing his dance moves right now. He is absolutely slaying it.
He is in the club as
Jerry don't even give a shit about baseball because we're talking about baseball. So Jerry's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna dance.
He's doing the Shimone.
I'm gonna just dance." He's cooking right now. He's making some fucking
Spam and eggs.
with some side of wasubi.
It was Subi.
So
Some garlic fries.
let's go through the division race, Paul, because you probably more attention than Jerry.
Okay.
So the division race in the AL. Baltimore's up 5 games over the Yankees. Is it safe to say that they're going to win that division? I think it's that's a considerable.
They're up more than that. They're actually up 10 games. So look at the Magic's numbers are 12 or 13.
Okay,
Easily.
I think the Baltimore has the East
Baltimore,
wrapped up.
you got Kansas
Central
City.
is KC.
Kansas City's going to win it because Detroit's so damn inconsistent.
Exactly. I mean, it's a huge series with Detroit against the Giants in this series.
And Detroit is
Kansas City, though, they're such a cutter team.
You look at Kansas City's team. You look at
when was the last time they made the playoffs?
1984.
George Brett shit.
1984.
I know. Is that the last time they made it? Oh, they're due. It's been 20 years.
Oh, 30 years.
30 years. I don't do math
Brett
good.
Saberhagen.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Cy Young.
Oh, my God. The Royals are due. The Royals are due. I don't know.
Can we
if
name
they're
another
trade-
Kansas City Royal player off of that team?
We got Eric Hosner. We got Mike
No,
Moustakas.
from the Brett Saberhagen year.
Fuck, man. I don't know.
Sorry, guys. Mookie Wilson, I think.
Yeah. I think the Royals have that one sewed up. Now, obviously, that one point is the AL West.
That's the Angels.
The A's are going.
Can we stop?
The Angels are up 5 games on Oakland right now.
So, what Billy Bean did, he made the moves against the Tigers and against the Angels.
Yeah,
he made
A's
the
are-
pitching moves. He
yeah.
said, forget the damn hitting, forget the damn run
Right.
differential. What beat us the last 2 years? Power pitchers, playoff pitchers. And given his rotation, Sonny Gray he's not a playoff pitcher.
Mhm.
So he brought in Samardzija. Samardzija is a career number 4 or 5, 3 pitcher.
Mhm.
So he brings in a 1B pitcher, John Lester, who's 2-0 in the World Series, who has 2 World Series championships,
Yeah.
who's legitimate 1B pitcher.
Yeah.
He made those moves just for that. However, though, he let go of Cespedes. Yeah, Cespedes is a career 230, 240 hitter. That's it. But he can hit the long ball.
Yeah,
And
he can hit the long ball.
The A's are struggling offensively. It shows
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
why they got to end up done. I mean,
I'm done.
I know
Let's
he's
forget
a high
him.
strikeout home run guy, but that's what I mean. I mean, they're trying to fill in that role of Cespedes. I think if the A's will make the playoffs at all, I mean, damn, Billy Bean he's gonna get thrown under the bus for what I mean. That Jonas is gonna go. They're gonna come at him with pitchforks.
The way the A's are playing right now, I don't see them making the playoffs.
Yeah, they're really hitting a rough
They're
patch.
2 games up on the Mariners, who has a second wild card.
in the wild card, right?
They're 2.5 games above the Tigers.
Right.
I can see the A's falling out of this race. The division is gone. They're 5 games out.
Yeah.
They're not 5.5. They're not coming back
it happens so quick.
because they cannot hit the damn ball.
It happened so quick. The A's were the best team in baseball.
They
I don't
peaked
even
too
know.
early.
They did peak too early. Same thing with the Giants. They peaked hell early.
And then they hit a struggle in the middle of the season. Now they're peaking again.
Right, exactly. Now they're heating up again. Okay, but I do think, so we think that it's going to be Baltimore, KC, the Angels. Who do you think is the wild card?
You got the Mariners and the Tigers.
Yeah. I want to see Seattle. I mean, that is a funky little American League playoff team. I mean, the Mariners, the
And
Royals,
you know what?
the
I just
Angels.
don't want
That is random.
I do not want to see the freaking 12th man in Safeco Field playing the Tigers in that wild card
I hate
game.
the 12th man. They could all kick rocks. But the NL, the Nationals have a 7-game lead over Atlanta in the East.
hands
I think
down.
that one is a wrap.
Yeah.
The Nationals, they're probably the best team in baseball.
What time is it, guys?
They're an American League
12-15.
team. They're an American League team playing in NL
Mm-hmm.
with the best pitching staff. Well, I don't know. You have
The
Kershaw.
NL Central, Cardinals have a 4-game lead over the Brewers.
They're winning the division.
You think the Cardinals go in the division? So that leaves us to take over the wild card.
Dynamic.
Here's the thing. I think the
Montana
Giants.
Rice.
The Giants win the division.
That obviously that's the last division. Is the NL West.
The Giants will win that division because the Dodgers are just hurt everywhere. Their backing of the bullpen is suspect.
I just gotta give it up to Paul.
Chris Perez.
When we first did this show, Paul was the only one who didn't count the Giants out.
It's true. I definitely counted the Giants out. Paul said that we were going to the World Series
Honestly, the Giants look pathetic.
when we did it 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, man.
I've been following the Giants since game 1, and the Giants are.
I mean, we're 2 games
What
out.
did
We're
you see,
2
Paul?
games
What
out.
did you see?
They're
Did
getting
you
hot.
see what gum they're chewing?
They're getting hot at the right time again.
Exactly. They're getting hot at the right time.
Who would have
2010,
predicted that
2012.
shit? They look like shit. My CYO team could have beat them.
I mean, the pitching is suspect at the mid, but
It's going to be a fun
once you get to that back
last month of
bullpen,
baseball. Regardless if we don't make the playoffs tonight, it's going to be a fun series.
We're making the playoffs.
That is a
I
Paul
guess we gotta listen to
guarantee.
Paul.
He put a stamp
we
on
are
it. What's that?
baseball.
We are winning the
Shut.
pennant this year again.
Wow. I'm not
You
ready.
said it, folks.
I mean, we do win World Series every 2 years, even years, fuck odd years.
Get your
every even
vacation
years.
time.
Oh no, man.
I'm gonna call out the 2 teams right now
Yeah.
that are going to the World Series. You're looking at the Giants in the NL and the Kansas City Royals in the AL.
Oh my God.
2 teams with 2 strong bullpen,
Boom.
Karashma.
and you
We're
have
Muslim fans.
2 teams with
Shout out.
legitimate starting pitching. You have
Yeah.
James Shield with the Royals, and then you have
The Royals are, I mean,
Those are your 2
who
teams.
picked them?
2 teams that are going to the World Series this year: Royals, Giants.
That
Tell me right
if you, man,
Royals, Giants.
if the Giants and Royals go to the World Series and you called that shit September 5th, then I'll put a down payment on your next car. You know what I mean?
Royals, Giants this year, World Series.
That's crazy, but it could happen. It could happen. Do we have anything else to talk about in baseball?
That's about it.
I don't think we have anything else to talk
How about
about.
the
Bring
decline?
back steroids.
What about the decline of Albert Pujols?
The decline of Pujols,
How
He
does
needs steroids.
a player?
worst contract in baseball.
How does a player of that magnitude, who was
Steroids.
amazing
He
for
was
10 years,
definitely not on steroids.
You know what it was?
He needs it back.
Or what it is? Pujols is the Danny Almonte of the Major
Oh,
League Baseball.
God.
He
Wow.
is
Shout out to Danny
39
Almonte.
years old.
Shout out to Danny
Who
Almonte.
says he's 32?
We don't even know how old Pujols
That's
really is.
crucial
He's-
comment.
We
Third-
don't even have his papers. Like,
I'm going to
apparently
go on
Pujols-
record right now.
Pujols could be 47 years old.
Pujols is 39 years old. There's no way a player could decline that much in
Yeah,
2
well,
years.
He's tired from washing cars all day.
Yeah. So, Pujols, I don't know, man. I
Another
think
chime in and chime out from yonder.
Pujols is,
He's Mexican.
he's not Mexican.
He's the
That's racist.
Dominican Republic.
He's Republican Dominican. Yeah, what you said.
But yeah, how does a player of that magnitude decline so quickly?
So quickly.
I'm trying to cover for him.
And,
On base is at 321.
yeah.
He's hitting
That is
270.
terrible. Okay, that is really horrible.
Mike Trout's on steroids, by the way.
Yeah. Who's on steroids? Mike Trout?
Yep.
Mike Trout is definitely not on steroids. I would love that he is, though. He's a
You
great
got that
player.
Greg LeMond shit.
Jerry, you said you missed the steroid era.
I miss the steroid era.
with the Eric
Brady
Gagne. Brady Anderson, 51 home runs.
Marvin Bernard.
You know,
Bobby Estalella.
You know, Barry.
5 home runs, Bobby. He got the power, but he just can't see the ball.
His biceps were ripping through his jersey.
Giambi Juice.
I mean, Benito Santiago was in like.
He got that cannon arm.
Benito Santiago was throwing people out from his
For
knees when he was
real.
like 47 years
He
old.
was praying
Brett
after him all at the same
Brett
time.
Boone.
I do miss the steroid
Luis
era was
Gonzalez.
So good.
Ooh.
Sean Green.
Ken Caminiti.
The late Ken Caminiti.
The late Ken
God bless you,
Caminiti.
Caminiti. Steroids were good.
Damn, steroids were awesome.
Ivan
I think we should bring that
Rodriguez.
shit back. Everyone was bopping home runs, man.
Yeah.
70 home runs.
They're the pitcher. You gotta be honest with you, man. This sucks, man. Kershaw's a fucking wuss anyway, man.
He's on steroids.
Kershaw. Do you think he's on roids? He seems like a nice guy. I saw him on
Hip healed hella quick.
I saw him on Kimmel. He seems like a nice guy. I'd have a beer with him.
You put Kershaw in the steroids era, man. He's gonna get rocked.
He needs to take steroids in the steroids era.
That'll be
Pitchers were on steroids.
Yeah, Eric Gagne is one of them.
And Gagne was hella roided up.
He
Yeah.
was.
He was throwing 92 as a starter, throwing 99 as a
How
reliever.
about Rocker?
John Rocker,
John-
he was a racist guy.
Racist steroids.
Whatever happened to John Rocker? He would come out running out of the bullpen. You know that fool would come out running
On roids.
On roids.
like a bunch of Mexicans were chasing him because of all the shit he talked.
Why you gotta bring Mexican?
No, because he was saying bad shit about Latins. You remember he said the Latins?
No, he's talking about Asians.
No, it was Latins.
He's talking about everybody.
No, and then he said he was gonna ride the
This is
subway.
when the show gets bad.
No. No, because then he rides. He said he was gonna ride the subway to the damn stadium, and
In New York City.
In New York City, he was gonna get shot. I mean, he was gonna get killed.
Yeah, he had to run, dodge the bullet.
I mean, he. Oh man, I miss John Rocker.
He was John Rocker.
He was the best. Where were we at, Ox? Where were we at? Football.
miles an hour.
20
We always
minutes
gotta
left.
talk about steroids
Okay.
every show.
So, Ox says we gotta go into football. So, you guys ready to go into football?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Tell me
Talk
out.
about the Raiders.
Wait. We're gonna have to break down each game. Where's the pen and paper, Ox?
No, it's not yet. Just talk about football.
Okay, we're not
Look at
gonna.
the Raiders and the
You
Jets.
chime in and be like, let us know when we're gonna do our football picks.
Yep.
While the
Okay.
show's airing.
Right. So
Well,
let's
there-
talk about last game.
It's just live, yo.
It should be live. It'd be live and
Yeah,
dragon.
producer, make adjustments on air.
I got a topic for football. Okay, I'm definitely slurring my words now.
What's up, bro?
Okay.
Jadakiss is here.
Jenica, shout out to the locks. So the NFL started yesterday With Seahawks.
No. You said it wrong, John. The Seahawks.
Seahawks. They started the season. They started the NFL season yesterday against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes. Affirmative.
Richard Sherman, Aaron Rodgers didn't throw the ball in Sherman's vicinity once the whole game. Essentially cut the field in half.
Yes.
So it's like Sherman's over here, and they threw to the left.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers said that was not premeditated. That just happened when the game sort of played out. And Sherman is saying that that this was premeditated. Like they went into this game saying that we're not going to throw into Sherman's direction because they're that scared of him.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is like one of the top quarterbacks in football. If Aaron Rodgers looks like this against Seattle, what the fuck chance does Kaepernick have, or Brian Hoyer, or if Rodgers looked that bad against Seattle, how does any other team stand a chance against them?
You look at it this way, John. You look at the receivers that the Packers throw out.
Yep.
They're not like the 49ers receivers. The 49ers, you have Bolden and Crabtree who want to play physical.
Right.
And you know what Richard Sherman really is? He's Asamoah. He's Nnamdi Asamoah who played
Right.
well in the scheme.
Right.
You throw Sherman out of the scheme, what is really Richard Sherman?
Okay. I see what you're saying.
I don't see Sherman as one of the best cornerbacks in the game. No, absolutely no. He plays in a great scheme.
So why didn't Aaron Rodgers throw in his direction?
Aaron Rodgers is scared of Richard Sherman.
That's what I'm saying. So
Kaepernick.
he definitely did not.
But-
he avoided Sherman on purpose.
You look at the two attitudes. You look at two behaviors. Kaepernick and Rodgers. Kaepernick doesn't fucking care who you are. He'll throw where he'll throw.
Kaepernick will throw where he wants to throw because
the only reason
he's a fucking
first
idiot.
First read only. And
right.
First read
guy. He don't have that Peyton Manning scanning the field like that.
Where's Walker?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's Walker?
I try to do that. That's true. That's true.
Walker at a rave?
Wes Walker's in a rave popping mollies. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know. I don't. It scares me a little to see Aaron Rodgers struggle that much against Seattle. Like,
Okay.
It makes me very scared that Aaron Rodgers struggled that much yesterday.
They play
He's
Seattle.
fucking Aaron Rodgers.
You play that game in Green Bay.
Yeah.
It's the other way around.
You think so?
It's the other way around.
So you think that it's just Seattle's just the greatest team in the world when they're at home?
Yeah,
On the road, they're a different team.
They're the best team. They're the best team at home, hands
Of course, yeah, because they have the 75th man. They're a good team.
down. 75th, yeah, with holding the Dwight Howard flags, Orlando Magic. That's what they really are.
The Dwight Howard 12 flag.
He asked them in Seattle if they were. It was why they like Dwight Howard so much.
The 12th man is a sham, man. They're fake
Paul
fans.
Cruz was wearing a 12th man jersey when he did go to Seattle, by the way.
That was just.
Are you giving our playbook?
No, I'm not giving the playbook at all.
But speaking of that,
I don't know.
do you think that CJ Spillman is going to give all the secrets to the Cowboys because now he's on the Cowboys?
Here's what's gonna happen. CJ Spillman signed there. The following week he'll be cut.
You think so?
The same thing with who's the player that we cut?
Kareem Osgood.
Tolzien went to the Green Bay.
Tolzien?
after Week 1 and got cut right away.
Green Bay.
Yep. They're just using him.
Honestly, Spielman will make the Cowboys team because their players suck.
Okay, so Jerry, you said you were 0 nervous about the Dallas game, and I'm at a 5 on the
Negative
scale.
3.
Paul, you guys have so much confidence in the Niners.
Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry, I'm watching too much Stephen A. Smith. Sorry.
Wow.
These are the Dallas
Why are you guys so not nervous about the Cowboys?
Their offense is cool, but their defense, they're playing a bunch of
Once they lost Dat Win, they went out of Dat Win was the hard.
Here's the thing, John. You know why we're not scared of? We're not scared because the Niners are going to control that damn ball. They're going to run that ball up the gut. And Tony Romo...
Run that ball. Gore hasn't even played once in the preseason.
Tony Romo will see 18 minutes of offense in that whole damn game.
He's my fantasy quarterback. Hopefully he sees more than 18 minutes.
He's going to see 18 minutes because they're going to...
Please tell me, because I will have no chance.
They're going to stick it up to Big D, the gut. Right up that asshole of Big D. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, my God.
They're going to rush for 400 yards. 600 yards. 600 yards of total offense. Dallas
Cheers to that,
will not see it coming at all.
Cheers to a Niner.
I mean, I do think I am more scared. I am more scared than you guys are, just because, I mean, we are missing so many key players. Because we don't have Alden. We don't have Bowman. I don't know. You guys know more about the backups than I do.
Jerry has always talked to me about this before.
Yeah.
The inside linebacker, you can always replace that with any inside linebacker. And it shows with Larry Grant when he replaced Patrick Willis for those 2 games.
Larry Grant, I remember.
Mike Wilhoit.
Whoa, I never said this.
You did. You said inside linebacker.
I'm just sorry. I'm just worried because Navarro Bowman is like... There's very few linebackers out there like Levante David and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who can play nickel, who can follow that slot receiver, and who could follow that tight end and make a play on the ball. I'm worried about Will Hoyt.
Right.
I'm worried about Larry Grant because they're not as fast. But with Patrick Willis out there, he can play nickel defense.
And then Alan Smith. Yeah, we can do Alan Smith, but it's Aaron Lynch time.
Aaron Lynch.
So you think Romo? So you're saying hypothetically, if you had Romo on your fantasy team, you wouldn't start him?
I would not start him against.
I don't know. I'm a homer. I'm a Niner fan.
Hypothetically, would you start Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Who's the
over Tony Romo?
You're giving him like fantasy?
Who are the Texans playing?
Wait,
who are the Texans
hypothetically, we could. Hypothetically, we could be talking about me. Hypothetically, we could be talking about my team. But I don't know if I should bench Romo or not for Ryan Fitzpatrick on the Texans.
Tony Romo's
asking for advice.
He's coming.
Lightweight.
Back surgery.
Yeah. I'm playing you, Paul. I'd be like, start Fitzpatrick.
I'm starting Fitzpatrick right now because they're playing the Redskins.
We are talking about football.
They're playing the Redskins at home.
Right.
I'll start Fitzpatrick.
Okay, I'm now gonna start Fitzpatrick against Paul.
I would start Romo.
You think I start Romo?
Is gonna eat us alive.
I don't see that.
Don't lose.
Because I don't want to have to root for the Cowboys, man.
I got Des Bryant, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Exactly. I don't want to root for the Cowboys.
Okay. How about this? What's the final score?
I'm hoping it's 56-42 Niners, and Romo has 6 touchdowns.
Because of fantasy purposes.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. But I mean, literally though. Like I mean, like I think literally. I think the score will probably be, 28-14 around their Niners. I do think the Niners are going to win.
35-10 Niners right now.
35-10 Niners.
Throws 4 touchdowns.
We are favored by 5
Because
points.
it's in
We're
my-
favored by 5 points.
35-10. Kaepernick throws 4 touchdowns.
Oh, I
They
hope
just
Kaepernick
bel-
throws 4 touchdowns.
I hope so. So you can
I
see
hope
my second
Kaepernick
quarterback. Yeah. Me too.
I hope Kaepernick throws 4 touchdowns.
35-10.
I have that bitch in one of
This
my
Sunday.
leagues. I have Kaepernick in one of my
35-10.
leagues. Yeah.
Cap throws 4 touchdowns.
Wow. Okay. So
And the
that's
Niners control the ball.
that is
70,
we're
80% of
gonna
the time.
predict
Oh.
the winners, but that's you guys both think the Niners are gonna win. I mean, I'm gonna pick
Easily.
the Niners too, but
Easily.
yeah, but that's for the approaching topic
For fantasy?
where we pick the winners. Oggs is gonna mediate that. Are we ready, Oggs?
Crabtree.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down really quickly, break down each game really quickly, pick our winners, and at the end of the year, the person who has the highest record gets something. I don't know what the fuck he gets. He gets something. The loser is gonna have to walk around with a dildo around his neck to a bar for one full night.
Whoa,
What
that's
do you guys
Wow.
agree? Too extreme?
That's extreme.
Okay,
That
what do you
was-
guys? What do you think the loser should get? See, I told Oggs that the loser every week should buy the bottle for the following week for the podcast, but Oggs said that's not a good idea because we're gonna have a lot of ties.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
there's gonna be there's gonna be 2 people that are gonna tie. There's a good chance. Of
I think that we
happening.
should have something to do. We
Unless those people want to split it, but if you
what do you
keep
guys think, Jerry?
I
Paul?
don't know.
I'm good for whatever, man.
If
Should we just
there's
keep it
ties, both of them buy a half a bottle.
Oh, that's a good idea.
or we keep it continuous.
Yeah, we. I mean, we're gonna do both. I mean, I want to do it weekly, and then I also want to see who's gonna ultimately have the most ones at the end of the year.
Our 4 fans, maybe you can help us out.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take them all down. Everybody, you're gonna pick.
We'll see how week 1 goes.
Yeah, we're gonna see how week
And then
1 goes.
We'll decide from there.
Hypothetically,
Stick with us. Stick with it.
hypothetically,
Stay with us for the long haul.
hypothetically,
All right.
would you trade a Monte Ball for a Cordell Patterson? I don't know.
I think
I
you
wouldn't
should.
do it
We'll think.
because I think Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All has a better trade for you.
Ooh, Odd Color Blue Scam, kill them all.
All right, see,
Oh my god.
this is where fantasy football turns friends into enemies.
There you go.
Friends to enemies.
Fucking Nike golf hats.
Welcome
Jazz
to the
motherfucker.
NFL.
Okay,
Fantasy football.
Okay, so go around the teams. Go around each game. Go around each game.
All right,
Go to
so here
each
we go.
game.
All right,
I'm
so
fucking faded, man.
this is what we call
This might be the drunkest I've ever been on the podcast
picks.
because I didn't eat no Taco Bell munchies.
Football picks week 1, son.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
First game,
First game.
Niners Cowboys.
I know the boys.
Paul, who you got?
35-10 49ers.
No, we don't.
I don't need a score.
need the winner's
I don't need a score, Paul. But if you want to give me a score, that's fine.
35-10.
Okay, so you got Niners, right?
Okay.
We're doing
Uh,
whoever's the closest score?
No, we're not doing
we're
scores.
just going
But he's
for
just,
wins.
he's
loss.
just putting the score down
Oh,
because
just wins. This
He
is
wants to
easy.
give us a score stat. So
Yeah, Niners 501.
okay, that's okay. I hope that'd be crazy.
You see, you don't care about the scores.
no, I don't care
All
about
right,
scores.
John.
I'm definitely going with the Niners.
What's
All
the
right.
score?
It is unanimous. We are all going Niners since we all live in San Francisco.
We're all going with the Niners. Yeah.
All right, game 2. Game two.
Game 2.
It's Saints and Falcons.
Ooh, that's a spicy one.
Where is
Breeze.
it at? Where is it at?
This one is going to be
In the dome? They're both in the dome. They're both
It's-
dome
I
teams.
believe it's
Domers.
actually I can't tell you
Domers.
right now.
Domers.
If it's in Atlanta. If it's in the Superdome.
So going with the home team.
I'm going with Saints. I don't care if they play in Pluto.
Okay.
Okay.
Did Jadavion Clowney, did he go to
So you guys both going with the Saints?
Texans.
Clowney
You guys both going with the Saints?
I'm going with Saints.
I'm going whoever the home team is.
All right, let me get back to you on that.
I don't know, man.
Whoever the home team is, that's what I'm going for.
Let's take the shot, Jay, while there's an
I
intermission.
can't, dude. I'm a mess.
No, I'm fucking.
This is the
I'm
worst
like
show ever.
fucking mop mess.
It's gonna be in Atlanta.
ShamWow type shit.
I'm going
Cheers,
for
bro.
Atlanta.
ShamWow mess.
All right, so Saints Falcons in Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
35-28.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. It's gonna be a shootout.
I'm gonna go with Paul. No. I'm going with the Saints. I'm going with the Saints.
So Paul's got the Falcons.
Me and Jerry got the Saints. Oggs,
Hold on,
who do you got? What do you got?
my thing's frozen.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Oh,
we split
producer
2-2.
got some insider tips.
Oh, he thinks Steven Jackson's gonna go for 172 yards.
Mainly, I'm going for the
Where'd you
Falcons
come with
because
that
I have a
number?
lot of.
172
I don't know.
Those s'mores look really good.
Dude, if they're so bomb, if you dip them in cookie butter,
Really?
oh, they got a little bit of a,
All right,
they got a little
getting
bit of a
off track
crunch.
here. We are
Pass
a little off track. son.
Okay,
All
we
right.
go. We keep
All right,
moving. This is how the casual
game
shit. It's
3,
casual
we
shit.
are saying Vikings versus the Rams.
That's too terrible. I don't want to watch
I
that
just want to
game.
say first, I'm going Rams. Don't ask me why. I'm going Rams.
Where is it at?
Yo, you gotta give an
The
example.
game-
Example. This is my example.
You're gonna
They're
trust
sad
Sean
that
Hill?
Michael Sam left. They're gonna play with passion.
That's
They're gonna
terrible.
play with
isn't
heart.
it? That's terrible.
They're doing it
It's
for Michael
in St.
Sam.
Louis.
That's St. Louis.
You're just going. So you're going both going with the Rams.
Yeah.
I am definitely
Sean
going.
Hill, baby. He got that.
I'm definitely going
That's
with the
5-yard arm
Vikings
strike.
because Purple Jesus said he's gonna score a touchdown on the first carry he gets of the year.
His first touch.
Like, is it
For his
defensive
touch.
line?
No, it's Peterson. Adrian Peterson said he's gonna get a touchdown on the first touch of the
Against that
season.
defensive line?
Yes, that's what he said. Purple Jesus. He walks on water. That's what he's
Does he
gonna do.
know who he's playing?
Oh, he said it.
Larry
I love the confidence in him, man. I love the confidence.
Robert
in
Quinn?
him. I love the confidence. I'm going with Minnesota.
All right, I'm going with the Vikings as well.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Rams.
See, we got some splits.
Rams.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be some. There's gonna be some.
There's
Like,
be some splits.
two
We
people
are
are
already
gonna win.
divided as shit up in this bitch.
all right, next one we got Browns versus the Steelers.
Ooh.
Or is it? Is it Pittsburgh?
Damn you, Paul.
Who's
Paul is always concerned about who's home and away.
I'm gonna have to put that. I'm gonna have to add that to
Is
my
Manziel
spreadsheet.
starting?
You know.
Manziel is not starting.
Then definitely the Steelers.
It's
are gonna win that game.
Hoyer.
The Steelers are going to
Hoyer.
win that game,
Steelers.
regardless of whether or not.
Yeah,
it's
I definitely think it's going.
Cleveland or Pittsburgh.
My pick is the Steelers. I definitely think it's the Steelers.
On the Steelers.
Steelers.
I just don't want to follow you guys. Browns.
Ooh.
Browns.
What a talk show this is.
Ballin'. Jim
I am gonna
Jones.
go with Steelers.
And then
Ooh.
LeBron waiting in the wings. The running
Hell
back,
yeah, dude.
number 23.
All right.
Dude, Ox fucked me up with Ben Tate today in Cleveland, man. He's such a strong guy.
Bam. Browns are my team in Madden.
Yeah, Ben Tate is a beast in Madden. You cannot tackle him. Anyways, but yeah.
EA,
Next
We're going to have a rematch pretty soon.
send
after
us
this
all a
shit.
copy of Madden
Yeah.
15.
Yep.
Send me a system.
We're going to get one.
Jerry needs a system.
Oh, we're going to talk about my illegal downloads at the end. But yeah.
John downloads illegally.
We're talking about it at the end. That's the
All right, next
final
game.
topic. 'cause
Next
I
game.
could be going to jail.
All right, Jaguars versus the Eagles.
Well, if Ace Sanders plays... No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Well, I can't throw myself a mulligan. I have the Jaguars going to the playoffs. I'm picking the Jaguars. That's bad.
Wow.
That made up for my Browns pick.
Chad Henne, the All-American from Michigan. You got... Well, Blackman's not even playing. Cecil
He's
Shorts.
a good fan.
It's in Philly.
Is in Philly. I'm going with the Jaguars. They're going to win this game.
Are you writing down our picks?
I got a checklist. Here.
Oh, you're dope.
Jaguars,
Jerry, what do you got?
Jaguars, Jaguars.
I have the Eagles because 99.9% of the world will pick the Eagles.
I'm definitely going with the Eagles.
Jaguars.
Because LaShawn McCoy, Racist Riley, and Nick Foles.
Jeremy Macklin.
But you got who?
Return of the match.
Jordan Matthews.
Who do you got again, John?
I got Philly. What do you guys think Macklin's going to do this year? You think he's going to be
His
really good?
knee is a problem.
He's gonna
Still?
get hurt. I have him in my fantasy, but he's going to get hurt.
Jordan Matthews is going to be the real deal on that team.
Jordan Matthews going to
Jerry, who you got?
Jerry picked
Jordan
Philadelphia.
Matthews went to
He picked
Vanderbilt.
the Eagles.
Skip Bayless.
Oh,
He picked,
yes, Jordan
I'm
Matthews.
going to go
He picked
with
Mark
David
Wahlberg.
Bryce, Sonny Gray. Who wasn't?
Festus Ezeli.
Festus Ezeli went to Vanderbilt.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with the
Jacob.
The
Jags.
Stanford.
Wow. Paul, he's going with the Jaguars.
Jaguars is a surprise pick this year for me.
Their owner,
gonna go
their
undefeated
owner
this
has a
year?
really good mustache.
AFC
That's gonna
North.
be the wild
The
pick of
Indian
the
guy?
week.
What?
The Indian guy.
The Indian guy's a
The
really
shop.
sweet mustache.
All right.
It's like the shop.
Next game, we got the team from across the bay,
Ooh.
the Raiders,
Versus who?
the Jets.
Yeah, those are two terrible teams.
Is Mark Sanchez still playing?
He's the backup on the
backup.
Eagles.
Oh, he's back in the Eagles. I'm going with the Raiders.
Shout out to the butt fumble.
Derek Carr. from
You trust the rookie?
Fresno State.
How terrible is Matt Schaub that he lost his job to a rookie?
The Raiders win 6-3. Total offense. Both teams.
That's a Robin Lau score.
Both teams total offense less than 200 yards.
Janikowski 254-yard field goal.
There you go.
Nice.
Janikowski wins the last 3 seconds.
They're in Oakland?
They're
They
the New York Jets.
They're in New York.
New York 10 a.m. game, guys.
Oh,
It
it's
is-
in New York? Oh, the Raiders are going to get killed.
I'm definitely going with Jets, Jets.
Do you really trust Gino?
I trust Gino because he's down with the Rock La Familia, and I mean, I don't know, man. They got a good team. They got Chris Johnson. They've got some fucker. Who did they just sign on the Jets?
Decker.
Eric Decker.
With that hot ass.
Eric Decker. He does have a hot wife. Do you watch his reality show?
Oh.
Commandment sin.
She is hot.
Do you watch his reality show?
I seen it,
She's
yeah.
nice. She's
Oh,
nice, dude.
Damn.
I wish she was on the hacker list.
Jerry, who you got?
I have the Jets. The Jets defense is back. Rex Ryan finally has a defense
Yeah.
of yesterday. Muhammad Wilkerson, defensive end,
Sheldon
is
Richardson.
controlling that defense. Sheldon Richardson from Iowa. From Missouri, my bad, defensive tackle. Their cornerback is solid holding it
Milner.
down.
Milner.
D. Milner. Safety from Louisville. What's his name? Who cares? They're going to pop you in the mouth.
Well, I'm gonna
Smash mouth
go.
football.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
trying to get some energy here.
Did anybody pick the Raiders?
I picked the
Chris
Raiders.
Verray picked the Raiders.
I picked the Raiders.
Paul and Chris Ray picked the Raiders.
Fucking Christopher Ray.
6-3.
I'm gonna pick the
I like that
Jets
dude, though.
because I want to
190
see
yards, total
Gino do
offense.
some damage.
Gino.
Gino. Pizzeria.
Do you think they're going to do a 2 quarterback? Do you think Michael Vick is going to see some playing time?
Hopefully not.
Will not see playing time.
That's-
You never know with Rex, man. He's one crazy bastard.
This game.
All right, next game is Bengals Ravens.
Ooh.
Tough one.
Tough one.
That's
Tough
a
one.
Tough one. But I'm going to go with the Bengals. They're the upcoming team. Bengals, they made the playoffs 2 years in a row. They have a new offensive coordinator. They're more run-oriented. They get to control the clock.
Yeah.
You got A.J. Green on the outside. You got Tyler Eifert, tight end from Notre Dame. You got a defensive line that's rock solid that holds against the run.
Don't forget about the Geo show.
Gio Bernard, back to the running.
I am definitely going with the Bengals. as
Jeremy
well.
Hill, LSU.
Because
Boing.
I trust the Red Rifle and what the hell is his name?
Dalton.
Andy Dalton. I trust the
They
Red
got the
Rifle.
Irish connection with Dalton
Irish
and
section.
Green.
They've got Gio. They've got AJ. I mean, they've got a solid team. And I don't like the Ravens. I mean, they don't have Ray Rice. I mean, I don't even know who the hell their starting running back is. Do you?
No.
I do.
Who is it?
Bernard Pierce.
Oh, Giannis is Jamal Lewis. So
Bernard Pierce.
I mean, Jamal Lewis hasn't played in a long time. Inside what?
How'd you hear Jamal Lewis?
Retired like 10 years ago.
Who did you say yonder?
He said Bernard Pierce.
Oh, Bernard Pierce, not Jamal Lewis. My bad. My bad.
He was the last 2,000-yard rusher.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, Bernard Pierce. I don't know. I don't trust Flacco. I don't trust Flacco. He did beat us in the Super Bowl, but I'm not a big Flacco fan. I am going with the Bengals.
I'm going,
All right,
I'm
Paul.
going with the Bungles.
He's going with the Bengals. And me, I am going with the Bengals as well.
Dude. Only the second game that we've all agreed on.
All right, next game is Bills
Sure.
and
Sure.
the Bears.
God, it's fucking strong. The Bills and the Bears. I got to go with the Bears.
Bears.
Bears. Two wide receivers.
EJ Manuel.
Are they the best wide receiver combo in the football?
Nope.
Brandon Marshall and Alshon?
Nope.
Who he is?
Who's your best wide receiver combo?
I'm going with Rod Streeter and Demarius Thomas.
That's good. I am personally.
Street.
I am going with. I would say mine is Julio Jones and Roddy White. I think are the best wide receiver
You can't go
tandem.
wrong with Randall Cobb and who's the white guy?
Jordy.
Jordy Nielsen.
Oh, and they're hella not in the same league as Jeffrey and Marshall or Julio and Roddy.
I think you just go with.
But that is my pick. I'm going with Bears.
you got
I'm gonna go
Bears.
with Damaris and Wells.
So
To
this
me,
is
the best receivers goes with the
this
best
is back-to-back
quarterback.
games where we pick everybody the same.
So we all have
We all have the Bears and we all have the
the Bears.
Bengals.
They got Rappin' Forte.
All right. So next game is
Who's Robin Forte on?
he is on
The Bears.
a
The Bears? Why?
Matt Forte.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
all right. So next one we got Redskins Texans. Texans for Paul.
Tie.
Jerry got the Texans.
Debut of Jadeveon Clowney.
I'll take.
No, I'm
I'll take
excited.
the Redskins.
Wait,
am also going to take.
Wait,
the
Paul,
Redskins.
you want the Redskins instead?
Sir.
Jerry wants the Redskins.
I am also going to go with the Redskins. I think that RG3 is going to bounce back and have a much better year than he did last year.
RG3 is pretty much done.
He's not done. He's his third year in the NFL. They just added Deshaun.
RG3 is honestly playing. Why did they pick the Redskins? But RG3 is playing like a freaking whack ass Michael Vick.
No,
right now.
dude, he's
Or
going to
why
have a
didn't,
good
like,
year.
a
He's going to have a
fucking
good
idiot?
year. They have Deshaun. They have Garcon. I mean, they got a good
Garcon?
team, dude.
Does that have Cleveland Portis in that team?
Yeah, I mean, they have Zach
Still?
Ertz and a good
Portis?
team.
He's a screw Portis.
Isn't he gone?
Cleveland Portis is still playing.
No, hell no.
I'm Steven Davis still playing.
Alfred Morris.
I'm gonna go with the Texans.
I'm going Texans.
Wait, you switching your thing already?
But I said Texas.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I
Yeah,
just
he did.
bashed on the Redskins, but I picked them.
I can't wait to see Jadeveon Clowney.
I'm excited to see
Ryan
Clowney.
steroids cushion.
All right.
Clowney and JJ Watt. That is brutal. That
That
is
is
brutal.
brutal.
That is a brutal combo.
So now we're gonna go to the next game with our former quarterback Alex Smith
Ooh.
leading the Chiefs against the man with the master plan, Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Is Tom Brady
That's the
going
first
to
game?
play?
Oh
Are they
man.
really
We don't even know
playing
if
each
Brady's even going to play.
If he can walk, he's playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold up, I think I messed up.
other? They're not playing each other.
Is that
They're not playing each
'Cause I saw
other.
that parlay card.
I am.
Our manager has faux pod.
Sorry, I got ahead of
This is
myself.
the weirdest segment ever.
It's a good one, though.
Titans and Chiefs.
Oh.
Oh, I think I'll pick the Chiefs.
That's easily.
I'll pick the Chiefs
the Chiefs.
they have better fried chicken.
What?
Like better barbecue. Better barbecue.
That is
The battle of the barbecue cities.
That is hella racist.
So Paul, you have the what?
I got the Chiefs.
Jerry, you have the
Chiefs.
Against who?
Titans.
Yeah, I'm definitely
You
going
got
with
two
the Chiefs.
former
I don't
Pac-12
try.
quarterbacks.
I'm not sold on Jake Locker yet. Are you
Jake
guys?
Locker. I'm more sold on the All-American Alex.
I do like Kendall Wright. But
Baylor?
yeah, I do like Kendall Wright, but I'm not a really big Jake Locker fan. I didn't really like him in college.
Jake Locker was overrated in college. He's overrated now.
So
you have. All right, so Paul, you have the Chiefs. Jerry, you have the Chiefs. John,
I am gonna go with Kansas City as well.
Kansas
I will
City.
trust Alex Smith
They got
because
better barbecue.
he is the true quarterback of the Niners. But I will go with Alex Smith.
And I have the Chiefs because I have Jamal Charles.
Jamal Charles. And you gotta trust the guy because he has two first names.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta trust the guy with two first names.
Shout out to people with two first names.
Okay, now we go to the man with the master plan, Mr. Tom Brady, versus the Dolphins.
Tommy boy. The Dolphins.
Well, I mean, if Brady plays, I'm gonna go with the Patriots for sure. Even though I can't even name one wide receiver on their team right now.
Kendall Tompkins.
Oh my god, get out of here with that shit. He's not gonna do anything. Edelman, is he playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Is Gronk playing?
Gronk
Yes,
is
he
questionable,
is.
but he probably will play.
I hope he does not play so I can start the damn tight end.
Ooh, Aaron Hernandez?
Tim, oh, don't forget about Amendola.
You think Aaron Hernandez is gonna watch the game from the pen?
Aaron Rodgers.
Amendola is
Hernandez,
terrible.
I have no idea, man.
I'm going with Patriots. I'm going with Patriots. The Dolphins.
I'm going to go with Patriots.
Stephen Ridley,
Cameron Wake.
Corey Dillon.
Why are we even naming
Corey
these players?
Dillon.
It's just so
Deion
easy
Rams.
to pick teams without a betting line.
Lauren Malloy is still playing. You got Ty Law, Teddy Bruschi,
Dude, you're tripping. You're naming some old Patriots.
McGinnis,
Fucking Drew Bledsoe.
Vincent Wolford. Is it his name? Vincent Wolford?
Remember when you got that INT?
That is still his name.
Banta Kane. Don't forget about Banta Kane.
Banta Kane.
What are you talking about, bro?
Paul, do you have the Dolphins or the Patriots?
I got Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, full effect.
San Mateo's finest. Sarah High School.
When this is over, we definitely gotta listen to some ASAP.
All right, we got.
ASAP.
We have
John Anderson. Let's go see
game.
John at Double Dutch.
He doesn't work there anymore.
He's there tonight. He's gotta feed that baby. What's the next game?
Next game is, I believe. Hold on, give me a sec, real
I
quick.
could fly.
It is Panthers Buccaneers.
Finally, a tough one.
In Tampa.
Whew, I don't know. That's a weird one.
I'm going with Tampa.
Are you?
Tampa. Josh McCown.
You trust Glennon?
No,
It's Josh McCown from the
You
Bears.
got Mike Evans, the All-American.
Josh McCown is the quarterback for Tampa?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not Matt
He
Glennon?
brought Levy Smith with him.
Yep.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
You think having Mankins will really help Doug Martin?
You're gonna have to get closer so we can hear that yonder.
What was your question?
Logan Mankins, a guard from the Patriots. Will that help Doug Martin?
He just got traded for him.
That all depends on how much attention the wide receivers get.
And they're going to get a lot of attention. Vincent Jackson, Mike Evans. Yes. Yonder, to your question, yes.
If Cam Newton plays, I know he's kind of questionable with his ribs. If he does play, I'm going to go with the Panthers.
I'm going to go with the Bucks.
But, I mean, I can't take back my pick once I pick it, right?
You can
No,
take
you
it
can
back.
take it back. Oh shit! Actually, that should be a next rule in the next podcast. When we do this, you cannot take back your pick.
Yeah, because, I mean, if Cam Newton plays, I'm going to pick Carolina. But if he doesn't play, I'm going to
Oh no! Once it's decided tonight, you can't take it back.
Shit. Well, I mean, is Cam going to play?
Well, that's whatever you want to. I mean,
You guys are going to the club?
Trader.
We going
Have
Traders?
fun, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
There.
All right, so I'm going.
shout out to Trader Sam's real quick.
I don't even want to go.
Okay, so I'm going with Carolina. I'm making a bet that Cam plays week 1.
Okay, so you're going with
Carolina.
Carolina. So that's Paul's the Bucks. John's going the.
I'm the Bucks.
Jerry is the Bucks.
Their defense is just too good now.
Simeon Rice is back?
Gerald McCoy,
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks.
Levante David,
I just don't trust.
Michael Barron.
I think Cam Newton's still
This is like
pretty
the
injured.
most lackadaisical segment ever.
Why don't
So I'm the only one going with the Panthers?
Yes,
You're the only
you
one.
are.
Okay.
All right.
Ride with them.
Last game. It's a big one. We got
Monday Night Football?
Senior Luck versus
Ooh.
Senior Manning.
Oh, that's a big one right
I think
there.
I'm going to go with the Broncos.
No, Peyton. It's Peyton.
Colts
against the
Broncos.
Colts.
What? Part 2.
Why
Part
would the
two.
Broncos?
You're picking the Broncos?
I want to shoot out for fantasy purposes.
Where is this game being played? Denver?
Denver.
Okay, yeah,
I know that
I gotta go with the Broncos,
I know that
man.
one. It's Denver.
I'm going with the Broncos for sure.
So, all right. So, John's going Broncos.
Yes.
Jerry?
I'm going Broncos.
Paul?
Colts.
Paul's going with the Colts. He is down with T.Y. Hilton, and
I am going Broncos.
all right,
All right. We got all our picks in.
that's what it is.
So I will calculate this at the end of on Tuesday. All right, so thank you for listening to our podcast and our picks for this week 1 season. We will see what happens, and we will see you next time.
Deuces.
Goodbye.